Nigerians believe passionately in the fundamental human rights. We regard all races of the human family as equal. Under no circumstance shall we accept the idea that the black race is inferior to any other race.
Arise, O compatriot, Nigeria beckons, and will we obey? Elections are drawing near, and the question on everyone's mind is, who will be the next person to lead this great nation?
Consumed or thrown away. If we are taking just 5% of it and thrown the textile industry, Nigeria would have been a different place.
The landmark achievements we made between 1999 and 2007 have not been matched by any subsequent administration.
I am a serious man with a serious purpose, and I will use all that to benefit our people.
You know, when you talk about political jurisprudence,
I have seen something that is happening in this country today.
There are people who are trying to hire Nigerian military, and that's what I told you.
When you talk about building structure,
change the dynamic of Nigeria overnight.
That were in many countries, especially in Africa.
As we all know, as one tenure ends, another must begin, with a new administration, agenda, and policies. And so, we as a people must be cognizant of who is voted into power. We all want what's best for our country, Nigeria, and the only way to make sure of this is to vote. And the only way to vote is to register. The issue of voting is a touchy subject for some Nigerians, and others do not wish to associate themselves with the elections. But whether or not we choose to participate, the elections are still going to happen, and a new leader will be elected. So I ask you this question: do you have your PVC? Now let's take a closer look at what makes the 2023 general elections different and more interesting when compared to all other general elections before it. According to Section 3, Subsection 3 of the Electoral Act, the election funds due to the Commission for any general elections are to be released to the Commission not later than 1 year before the next general election. The Commission here refers to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the only constitutionally recognized agency to organize elections in Nigeria. So it's not likely that the issues of underfunding that have been one of the problems of former elections will rear its ugly head in the 2023 general election. Section 47 of the bill legalizes the use of a smart card reader and other technological devices that are deployed by INEC. Although the regulations and guidelines adopted by INEC prior to the 2019 general election allow the Commission to accredit voters electronically, now it is backed by law. 3. Section 50 of the bill allows INEC to determine the procedure for voting at an election as well as the transmission of results, either electronically or manually. 4. Section 51, subsection 2 of the Act empowers the presiding officer at a polling unit to cancel the results of the election in the polling unit where the number of vote casts surpasses the number of accredited voters in the polling units. This is to avoid any form of electoral malpractice. 5. Section 54, subsection 2 stipulates that INEC should take reasonable steps to ensure that persons with disabilities, special needs, and vulnerable persons are assisted at the polling units. So no matter your state of health, the law has made adequate provisions for you to vote. Section 64, subsection 9 of the Act criminalizes any act of false collation and announcement of results by a returning or collation officer. If a returning or collation officer intentionally collates and announces a false result, such a person commits an offense which is liable on conviction to a fine of 500,000 naira or imprisonment for a term of at least 3 years or both. But where INEC determines that such an act of declaration of results was not done voluntarily, that is, under duress, or made contrary to the provisions of the law, regulations, guidelines, and manuals for the election, Section 65 gives INEC the power to review such results. And this is because Clause 8, Subsection 5, grants political neutrality to INEC personnel. This implies that a politician or a member of a political party cannot be an INEC official. Further, the clause states that any INEC official with political affiliations commits an offense and is subject to a fine of 5 million naira or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or both if convicted. With this, the law has put the power to choose in my and your hands. All that is remaining is your PVC. The permanent voter's card was introduced into Nigeria as a way of aiding Nigerians in having a free and fair election and reduce the rate of electoral misconduct and rigging of elections. As we all know, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, which means as a citizen of Nigeria, you have a say on who will be your leader. But the only way your voice can be heard is through your votes, and the only way you can vote is if you register. Although it has been years since the implementation of the permanent voter's card, some Nigerians are still adamant and refuse to register and vote. There are a number of reasons why this could be so.
Honestly, I don't have the time to go and register for my NIN and my PVC. They do it there, they do it in front. If you want me to go and do it, give me 2,000. In no time, they will take my picture and I'll get mine done.
No. Like you have PVC, more pay money for PVC again before go vote.
PVC not free now.
For where men go, more go now. Then you are presently now.
They say will bring 500 before they go give you. PVC number we will write where they give us. They not going to give us the PVC. We'll go back there. They say everything what they do for system don't wire that we should go to INEC before we get the PVC.
But whatever those reasons may be, it is still important for we, the people of Nigeria, to exercise our constitutional rights and come out to vote, for it is the time in which our voices are most heard. But sadly, this is not the case.
Why you not get your PVC? You want to all this one, which one we want to get your PVC? I send them, they count my vote.
We often hear things like, they have already chosen the president in secret, so why should I vote? Well, my brother and my sister, if the law has created a chance for you to make a choice, and all you need to make that choice is your voter's card, why not go get it?
The PVC registration is really stressful. I went to obtain my PVC and the crowd there was really massive, and the PVC officials are not really helping matters. Like around 8 o'clock, they are not at work. They are keeping us outside. We are waiting and begging them to register our PVC.
INEC has even made the process of getting the card very, very easy.
Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the INEC CVR website. And what you do is, in your search bar, you search for cvr.inecnigeria.org. And then you click on this. It's going to open in your browser. And then you can just load the web page. Now, when you load the web page, you're going to be brought to this page where you see that this is the INEC CVR website, and basically this is where you can, register to get your PVC. Sign in and register. So you can see that sign in and register. You just click on that, sign in or register. Now, if you have an account already, you can sign in, and if you want to register, you have to just start registering now. Sign up or log in with social media. You can sign in easily with your Google account. You just click on this, and then your Google account is going to come out, and then you just click on that and you create an account. Now, I already have an account, but for those that are new, you just click on that and then you sign in with your Google account. Or you can use this form where you fill out your first name. You can see that you fill out your first name, you fill out your last name, your mobile number, your email, then you confirm your email, you type in your password, you do a check, and then you continue, and then you are basically signed up.
Many Nigerians believe the corruption in the country has reached an all-time high and the country is beyond salvaging, and so there is no need to vote. Some Nigerians would even harbor the opinion that, seeing as the elections are still going to be rigged, it is better for them to sell their vote and constitutional rights to the highest bidder, relinquishing their power, their voice, and their say in the outcome of our country, Nigeria. Most Nigerians believe it is their choice not to vote, and as true as that might be, it doesn't make it right. If we all continue to stay idle and do nothing, the state of the nation will only continue to deteriorate over time and get worse than it already is. And what kind of Nigeria would that be, I ask you? What kind of Nigeria would you want to leave for the next generation to come? Most people blame those who came before us for the state of the nation, saying they were the cause of the nation's misfortune. But then, if we stay and fold our arms, our children will also say we contributed to the state of the nation by doing nothing when we had the power to change things. So I implore you, my fellow Nigerians, if you are above the age of 18, register, get your PVC, and let us vote in people that have the best interest of Nigeria and have people at heart, and help restore this great nation. This documentary was written and produced by Ekemini Joseph, Matthias Osuji, Yetunde Olaniyo, and Olawale Ojo. My name is Fortune Agula Musa, the mayor.